everybody. This is Kristy. I am temporarily hosting tonight because Jeff is off doing other things. Welcome back to Shattered Worlds. And with me tonight is Ash, and only Ash.
Only Ash. Only us.
But that's okay because that's all we need. So take it away, Ash.
Yeah, we're doing a little catch-up session. Kristy was out, and the rest of the group went off and did things without her. So figured we'd come up with something that Kristy was doing while everyone else was off doing other things. So you took Styx's parents to Coralport where they could retire. Mm-hmm. And you were staying the night in the mayor's house. And sometime in the middle of the night, you heard a tapping on your window. And you're up on the third story, so that was weird enough. There's a tapping at your window.
Okay. Well, he'll get up and go look. I assume there's a curtain he's going to peek behind.
You see, it's very dark. There's no moon tonight. So yeah, you can see the vague outline of a small figure perched on the ledge outside your room.
Hey.
Tapping at your window.
He'll tap back.
Yeah, the tapping becomes they do shave it a haircut. Dun 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 dun.
2 bits. Is there a latch? Does the window open inwards or outwards?
Yeah, the latch, their window opens inward and there's a latch there.
Okay. I'll open up the window, like kind of just enough to peek his head out. And... Hi.
Hello. Ollidamarra has sent me for you.
Is this the favor?
It is indeed.
Okay.
I have a rope ladder out here if you want to come with me.
Okay. Can I bring my things?
Please gather your things. You will need them.
Okay. So he goes and gets his stuff and unquestioningly goes with the strange individual on the ledge.
So the strange individual is a halfling dressed in head to toe in black with a cowl, like a tight-fitting cowl around his head. He has a little mangy beard that sticks out from under. And he has like bright dancing eyes you can see in the light of your room as you're getting ready to leave. My name's Hugo Quickfinger, cleric and rogue.
That's a nice name. I assume you already know my name.
You are Matthias?
Yeah.
Excellent. So without further ado, he scrambles down the rope ladder he has affixed to your windowsill and stands on the pavement down below you, looking up at you.
Do I need to make a roll for this, or can I just go down the ladder?
You can just go down the ladder.
Okay.
Let me pull up your character sheet.
He has a +8 to athletics, so.
Yeah, I'm sure you managed pretty easily to get down. And once you get down at the bottom, he gives it a shake and he gives it a little whip and it comes unhooked and flutters down and he pulls it up real quickly.
Yeah, I need one of those.
Comes in very handy, especially in my line of work.
What is your line of work?
Well, I procure things for our deity. You know, the idea is if you didn't want it taken, you should have kept it more secure.
I understand. I used to do something kind of like that too.
It's a living.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like you to come and meet a friend of mine who will be joining us. And then we can talk about the favor, what we're doing.
Okay. I like friends.
I do too. We should be friends, you and I.
Okay. What's your favorite color?
Brown. I know it's boring, but it's my favorite color by far.
It's the color of bread
Exactly.
and chocolate
Mm-hmm.
and coffee.
You know me too well already. And what's your favorite color?
Sometimes blue and sometimes green.
Oh, those are both lovely colors.
Mm-hmm.
Sky and nature.
Well, water.
Ah, well, it's a
And
good thing. What? Go ahead.
oh, I was just going to say, and also sometimes birds.
Sometimes birds. Well, we live near, well, you're visiting. I live near a large body of water, and I'm quite familiar with the blue. My favorite is when the sky and the water become one on the horizon.
I noticed that. And there was a boat that was way out there, and it looked like it was floating in the sky.
That's so cool. All right. So he takes you like winding down back alleys and around off main streets to outside of a cathedral. And I don't know, make an easy religion check.
It's still going to be hard.
Just tell me if you beat a 10.
He actually did. That was an 11.
Oh, well, there you go. So it's the Church of Rao. It's this cathedral to the god of peace and all that. So light and all the lovely good things.
I've seen this one before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big. It's like on the main street. I'm sure you've passed it a dozen times in your visits to the town. Um, and standing not far from you in the alley, smoking a cigar, is a woman in a bowler hat. She's a bit on the short side, a little chubby. She walks into the light. She's wearing a dark green embroidered vest, has a medallion around her neck of the mask symbol of holy symbol of all. How did you pronounce it again?
Ollidamarra.
Ollidamarra. Fancy. And she like takes one more puff on her cigar and throws it on the ground and stomps it out. Name's Remy. Remy Farrow.
Hi, Remy.
You must be Matthias.
I am. I like your name too,
Thank you.
and your vest. It's a nice color. We were just talking about colors. What's your favorite color?
Well, green, obviously.
Good choice.
She tips her hat towards you. You see she's wearing a modest size emerald on one finger. And her eyes are bright green. She has a pocket watch and she has curly brown hair. It's cut short, tucked underneath her hat. She has crinkly laugh lines and her nose and cheeks are red from, you would assume, frequent drinking. She kind of has the gin blossom thing going on.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure you're curious as to why we're here.
A little.
There are two things we need to do. Well, three if you count breaking into the cathedral. We need to take something and leave something. So the thing we're going to leave is this package, and we're going to leave it in the Cardinals room. While we're in the Cardinals room, we're to take a map.
Okay. Is it a fun package?
I don't know what's in it.
Okay.
It was given to me by our local version of a bishop.
Hmm. From what I understand, there's not really much of a hierarchy for us.
Yes. Just we call them an elder. One more in tune with uh, with our patron.
Okay. So Ollidamarra didn't talk to you guys.
Not directly, no.
Okay. Just checking.
I'm normally a gambler by trade, so why I was chosen for this, I have no idea.
Maybe this is a gamble.
Mm-hmm.
I hope not. I'm not very good at gambling.
I have been casing the place for the last few days, and there should be a guard at the back door, which we will avoid. And on this side of the building, approximately 2 stories up, is a window that we can unlatch and get into.
Okay.
Hugo should be able to do that. I, meanwhile, will keep watch for the guard by the back.
Does he move around?
Yeah, he moves around just back into the shadow. She moves around back into the shadows. Oh, the guard?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the guard does move around. But if we've timed it correctly, we should be able to avoid him.
Okay.
So she moves back into the shadows just around the corner. And Hugo pulls out his rope ladder and throws it up. Takes a couple tries. He gets it to finally latch onto the windowsill above. Gives it a sharp tug. And we should be good now. After you.
All right. He goes up.
As you're climbing up, make a perception roll.
And it's 12.
12. Okay. So you continue to climb up. When you reach actually Hugo should go first because Hugo has to unlock the door or the window. So scratch that, rewind it. Hugo goes up first. You're at the bottom of the ladder. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary with your perception roll.
Okay.
Hugo gets up there and the window just pushes, or he pulls the window open. He doesn't fiddle with locks or latches. And he looks down at you and like shrugs and then climbs inside.
Okay. Well, he will go up, but he will use one of his divine senses just to feel if there's any good or evil.
Okay. What's the range on that?
That is, go away. 60 feet, but it can't be behind total cover.
Okay. So yeah, there's nothing outside that is giving you your spidey sense tingling.
Okay.
So you climb up to the window and then you look down and Remy comes running around the corner really fast and then begins climbing up the ladder as quickly as possible, but also quietly. In fact, I'm going to roll to see how stealthy she is. She's pretty stealthy.
Does she look like something is wrong, or she's just trying to be quick?
She looks like there's something wrong.
Okay. Does she make it all the way up?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong?
You guys are in a small, dark room. It's very poshly appointed. There's no guard at the back. And the back door is open. So I'm expecting we may not be the only ones breaking in tonight.
That's probably not good. What else is here?
I'm not sure. Although, it depends. I was given the impression that the map we're stealing was very important. Maybe someone else is coming here to beat us to it. Or maybe just someone has something against the cardinal who's supposed to speak tomorrow. It's supposed to be a big deal.
anybody not like peace?
Yes, many. Can think of a few. Also, our patron probably finds Rao to be very stuffy and too serious.
Yeah. I mean, look at this room. So boring.
Yeah. It's got like velvet wallpaper and gilded trim and like, you know, intricately carved brass doorknobs. This very wealthy. Normally Rao eschews in a sort of their priests take vows of poverty and they're very monastic.
Mm.
But this branch of the church is very successful.
Doesn't look very poor either.
No, it does not.
So do we know where to go?
More or less. If you'll follow me. In fact, rewind that. We're gonna do a little another retcon. Remy is here because Remy has been inside already.
Okay.
Remy knows the lay of the cathedral. He came in incognito, in disguise, and managed to figure out where everything was.
With these guys being so like flush with riches and all, would there be any reason that Matthias would know whether or not they actually like help out the community and things like that? Or are they just kind of like, yeah, peace is great. We love tithing, you know?
You're not a native of Coralport, and I don't know that you would have like. It depends on if you would have asked anybody. I mean, from the outside, the cathedral looks like a cathedral.
Mm-hmm.
Flying buttresses and towers, square towers, and you know, but it's other than looking very serious, it doesn't look all that opulent on the outside.
Gotcha.
So,
Suppose you could just ask. Are these guys actually nice?
um, well, I mean, ostensibly they give back to the community. I just getting the impression that they take more than they give.
Mm.
Hugo's already like just kind of wandering the room and like he can just putting things in their pockets. I did notice that the window was unlocked when we got up to the top, which was worrisome.
Mm.
It's possible not only are we not alone here, but there are other roguish types.
Who is somebody in the community that would maybe have a problem with Rao or Rowites or Brownians or whatever they call themselves?
I mean, there are plenty of evil deities who would not want to, who would have a problem with Rao, as would minions of Grosus. But there's not a strong. Rao is the primary god of Coralport and the surrounding areas.
Okay. So it's not like Church B doesn't like Church A because.
Right.
Okay.
Right. I mean, there for every good deity, there's two evil ones. It seems like so. It's who knows, or it could just be someone that has found out that this cathedral's full of riches, or maybe has something against the cardinal.
Well, I think we should go try to find this map. Maybe draw a couple butts on the walls.
Sounds perfect. All right, so you may start making your way through the cathedral led by Remy. Man, I really wish I could do a Cajun accent because that's Remy's whole thing is like a riverboat gambler. Just pretend I'm doing a Cajun accent.
No problem.
So you're winding your way through. Go ahead and make some perception checks.
Oh, well, that one's definitely a no. That was a 7. How many do you want me to make?
Oh, just one. Go ahead and make 3. We'll say 1 for every 5 minutes of sneaking.
Okay, well, that was a 15.
Okay.
And that was a 16.
Okay, and give me a stealth check.
I'm much better at that. That is a 21.
Okay. Give me 3 stealth checks to match her. Yeah.
That is a 25.
Okay. Jeez.
And 20.
A 20. Okay. So you guys are moving along. Everything seems cool. It's quiet, sneaking. And you come around the corner, and right as you're coming around the corner, another group of people come around the corner too who are trying to be sneaky. And you kind of just stop and stare at each other for a second. And these guys are all, dressed in dark, like shadow colors, dark gray, purple. And one of them has a mirrored mask on with just eye holes cut in it. And it looks like they're wearing armor that has been forged to look like bones. So it's like there's a rib cage around the chest. It's like instead of having like carved abs, like
they have carved ribs.
they have carved ribs, and like arms and stuff are all like the bones are that would be visible. And they stop, and you stop, and go ahead and make initiative checks.
Oh, wait. That is +3. That's a 14.
14. Okay.
Well, not at 10s and 11s.
So the guy with the mirror mask goes first. And he mutters a word, incantation of some kind, and nothing seems to happen. But that's what he does on his turn. And it's your turn.
How far away are they?
You guys are standing pretty much right in front of me. You guys both came around the corner at the same time.
Gotcha.
So you're kind of just, practically on top of each other.
Gotcha. And I have no idea what this thing is that he just said or did.
Make a religion check.
I probably still have no idea. That was a 13.
No.
Okay. Well, Matthias, you will cast Bless on the 3 of us.
Okay. And remind me what that does.
It adds, if we have to make an attack roll or saving throw, we can add a d4.
Okay, that's right.
Plus, they also get +1 +2 to saving throws for being within 10 feet of me.
All right.
Yep. And I don't know who looks squishier, but I don't think I have to name somebody that I'm guarding. Oh, he's got his shield out.
Okay.
That's his action, so that's all he can really do.
Okay. So Remy will cast Blink on herself. So yeah, every time she moves on her turn, if she rolls higher than an 11 on the 20-sided die, she blinks in and out of the prime plane into the ethereal plane. So that's what she does. And then these guys will go. They are armed with short swords and crossbows, so they'll attack with their short swords. There are 4 of them. We'll say there's 3 of them, and that way I can keep track of who's gone well. Okay. So each one of them will attack a different one of you. So does a C. Well, that hits. I'm pretty sure hits anybody. So 25.
Does hit. Yes. Matthias is a 21, so.
You take 6 points of damage.
Ow.
And then make a Constitution saving throw.
Oop. 19.
Okay, you make it.
Yay.
Second strike misses you. And let's see, they attack Remy and miss. And I'll attack the third one. I'll attack Hugo. And I'm rolling like crap. Okay, finally one of them connects. So that's 6 points of damage. Oops. Boom. And saving throw. Made.
Yay.
Right. Yay. No poison.
Oh, Matthias.
Remy dodges and weaves out of the way. Hugo rolls and tumbles. He gets struck, but otherwise manages to avoid stuff. The guy with the mirrored mask just is standing there. Hugo will attack. He's armed with 2 short swords as well. And he will attack his opponent, hitting both times. Yikes, that's a lot of damage. 8, 7, 8 and 7 is 15, so 15 points. Okay. So it's your turn.
Matthias has a parry up to poison. So
Oh, right. You're not affected by poison at all. I forgot about that.
yeah. Sorry.
That's all right. Good for you.
So one guy is pretty hurt.
Yeah, the guy that's fighting Hugo, and the other 2 are unharmed.
Okay. I guess he will help out Hugo first.
Okay.
First swing is 19.
That hits.
And second swing is a 17.
That hits as well.
Yay. Where's my other D8? Ouch. 16, 20 points damage.
Okay. Yikes. So Remy does the blink. Does not blink. Will cast Charm Person. on the one that she's facing. And she's like, hey, we're on the same side here. We're both breaking into this church. You know, you don't have to fight me. It's cool. But she says it in like that really cool drawl.
Mhm.
Why don't we stay here and be friends, share? So, has advantage. Fails both times. Oh, yeah, of course. Hey, yeah, we don't have to fight each other. You know, we're all fine. It's fine. Everything's fine here. And let's see. So the assassin doesn't do anything. One Remy's facing. One facing you attacks. Hits you twice.
Blame, blame.
12 points of damage.
Oh. Hey, stop it.
And then Hugo is hit for 6 points. And Hugo goes. We'll make 2 short sword attacks. And hit both of them. Listener, this is not very exciting. I'm sorry. It's a lot of die rolling here. I'm trying to do it quickly. Let's see, it's 11 points plus 11, 22 points damage. So that was Hugo. Hugo's stabby stab. He's rolling very dramatically, flipping, all that kind of stuff. In fact, you're squaring off against these guys. It's obvious that they're skilled assassins. They have like balance and cat-like reflexes, and they move gracefully, but with lethal intent. And that cleric standing there with his arms folded. I just said a cleric. You don't know what he is. Just pretend I didn't say that. Wearing the mask with the armor, just standing there with arms crossed.
Weird skeleton dude.
Yeah. And it's your turn, Matthias.
How hurt does the guy look between me and Hugo?
If you're lucky, you could probably take him out this turn.
Okay. Will it make that attempt? Ouch. I'm pretty sure I hit twice. Yeah, one's a 19 like on the dice, and the other one's a 18 on the dice. So
That's both hit.
14, 15, 22 this time.
Oh, that's more than enough. It drops.
Sorry.
He's not dead. He's unconscious.
Yeah.
So, passes out from blood loss. And just handily stabbed over and over again. All right, Remy. Well, since she has this guy well in hand, she will drop the blink so that she can focus on Charm Person. And she cast that at 3rd level. So she could target the second guy too. Let's see if he makes a wisdom save. He does not. So while you're fighting, she leads them around the corner. She's like, why don't we play a friendly game of dice, my friends? They're like, okay, that sounds fun. You go on and get now. I got this hand. And she more or less tells you which way to go to get where you want to get to. But you got this guy with the mask still standing there and the skeleton armor. And as Remy takes the 2 assassins around the corner, the masked dude turns on one heel and begins walking down the hall like no big whoop.
Okay. What's Hugo doing?
Hugo begins to follow. In fact, Hugo will run and stab. And the duplicate or the duplicate. God damn it. I should not drink before games. So it moves the seems to be like just walking like, whatever, but is moving really fast. So Hugo's having a hard time catching up with it.
Matthias still has ball bearings in his bag.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to pull out a big ol' handful of them. And because he's going down a hallway, right?
Right.
He's just going to run forward and check the ball bearings down the hallway.
Okay. So they kind of just roll underneath this guy, like his feet, and he doesn't seem to be affected by them at all.
Does it look like he's actually stepping on them?
Yeah.
Hmm.
He turns a corner
Mm-hmm.
and vanishes out of sight.
Can Matthias catch up to the corner?
Yeah, you have to make your way around the ball bearings now.
Sorry.
Go ahead and make athletics checks. And you'll have to move at half your speed.
He got a 21.
21. You actually, both you and Hugo run forward and like run so fast you can like hop out the wall and do a wall run past the ball bearings. And then you leap down and high five each other. It should also mention that this entire fight with the assassins has been almost completely silent. So like no one is waking up, no clerics of Rao are like coming out to join the fight. It's been a very like quiet, intense battle. So you come around the corner and you don't see anything. Oh, actually, I take that back. You see a flutter of a cloak go through an open door.
Okay. Is that roughly where we're supposed to be going?
No, this is like the butt opposite direction of where you're supposed to be going.
Okay. Do you really think we should be chasing this guy, or should we go get the map?
I don't know. On one hand, we should really be doing what we were sent here to do: deliver the package, take the map. On the other hand, who knows what this guy is up to? But you know what? If you ask me, I'm just here to steal shit. So I'm all for taking the map.
We could lock the door behind him.
We could. Do you know Thieves' Camp, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are talking with Thieves' Camp. So you're just doing sign language at each other.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to split up?
Where would we meet up?
Where we're supposed to be?
Okay. Are you okay with that?
I'm fine with that. It's my job to get in places and take stuff. Leaving things behind is a little different.
Map first, other things second.
Okay.
Pinky swear?
Pinky swear. All right. Okay, so you guys split up. He goes down. He goes down a set of stairs. We'll say up. There's up a set of stairs at the end of the hall where you continue down the opposite direction. Okay, toward where you saw like the cloak disappear. And you enter a room. It's dark. You hear someone in here snoring. This room is a little bit more Spartan than some of the other rooms you've been in. In fact, there's more than one person sleeping in here. There are 4 cots. And you see the mirrored figure standing over one of the cots. holding a dagger in one hand and appears to be looking right at you.
Looking at me?
Yeah.
Don't you dare.
Don't you dare. Actually, does this person speak? Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Don't you dare. Stay where you are.
Don't I dare stay where I am? Okay.
Don't you dare and stay where you are. Midwit.
I'm not the one that said the stupid sentence.
There was an implied comma. Can you make a religion check now that you're staring at this guy a little bit more clearly?
Oh, that's better. That is a 17.
17. You recognize the mirror mask as being the holy symbol of Grosus.
Vague shape. The person that he's standing over, is that an adult?
Yes.
Okay. Slightly better feeling about that, but only slightly. How far away is he?
We'll say like the room is fairly large. So like across like 2 living rooms or a living room and a kitchen length of a house. So maybe like 80 feet. I don't know. I don't know distances very well.
It's okay. That is a very big room, though.
Yeah.
And I'm still in the doorway.
Yeah. We'll say it's 60 feet across.
Okay. So you can't dash and do an action. Can you dash and run into someone?
That's a good question. Dashing attack. If you're a rogue, apparently there's a rogue action that can attack after dashing. So, according to the rules, you'd have to make an attack at the end of your dash. So currently, only rogues can do that.
Okay. But you can dash and do a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthias is going to run forward and, as a bonus action, cast Sanctuary on the person shape that mirror mask guy is pointing his dagger at.
Sanctuary. Can you remind me what Sanctuary does?
She sells it.
Uh-huh.
You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. Spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects, such as the explosion of a fireball. It is Wisdom 15.
Wisdom 15. Okay. So you dash forward, cast Sanctuary. The figure doesn't move.
Okay.
The Cleric of Ius does not, or Grosus. Grosus does not move.
Okay.
In fact, make a perception check or an insight check, whichever is higher.
Oh, insight is much better. That would be a 21.
The cleric's eyes are still focused on the door behind you. So it's like staring where you were standing, not at you.
Okay.
And in fact, they haven't moved at all.
He's just gonna like punch it.
Okay.
Does his fist come in contact with anything?
No, it's entirely an illusion.
Okay. I disbelieve.
The illusion looks down at you and starts laughing. And then vanishes.
Okay.
So what are you going to do now?
He will run out of the room and start running towards where Hugo went because now he's very concerned.
You get to the top of the stairs and you um, see Hugo lying on the ground, barely breathing.
Okay. Well, first he's going to use lay on hands.
Okay.
He's got 45 points. So.
Oh, wow. That is some healing. He's still poisoned, though.
Okay.
But he's not dead. He just.
He will give Hugo, I don't know, one of these potions of healing that he has out of his pack.
Okay. Don't worry about me. Go. He's heading toward the cardinal's room.
Okay.
Actually, Hugo grabs as you're leaving, grabs your. No, actually, do worry about me.
Oh, don't worry. I'm very worried. Do you want a cookie? Oh, no, you should take another one of these.
Oh, you already handed the potion. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he drinks the potion and lets you go.
Running.
You're running.
Take out a crayon and draw along the wall as I go.
That's awesome. You you see the cleric trying to pick a lock to the cardinal, what you assume would be the cardinal's room, because the door's extra fancy.
Well, it sucks that they don't teach you how to do that in Grose's school, huh?
Figured I'd have to deal with you sooner or later. And he draws two swords and starts stalking towards you.
Do you want an initiative roll?
Sure.
17.
17. You're going first.
Yay! Matthias will jump right in there with a divine smite.
Nice. Yeah, if you're still sensing evil, you're definitely sensing evil now. Guy is super evil.
Ouch. Well, I sure hope these hit.
You just have to beat a 15.
Okay, yeah. One of them was a 29, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so it says I get it's 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target plus 1d8 for each blah, 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 blah. 1d8 against undead or fiends. Is he either of those?
No.
Can we pretend if Matthias believes really, really hard? Okay, so that is 12 points of radiant damage plus 24. So 12 radiant and 24 regular.
So 36 all day?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like you.
Bringing it with the damage per second there. Oh, I don't like you either. Let's see. Should he stay or should he go? He'll go. uh, and he mutters something, reaches into his pouch, blows something off the tip of his finger, and vanishes. You can make a Arcana check to see what spell it was.
No.
Okay. He's just gone. He just vanished. Oh, wells.
That's lame. You're really lame. Just saying. You can't pick a lock. You can't stay and fight. Can't even insult me very well. I mean, is there anything you're good at?
It's very quiet. In fact, go ahead and make perception check.
That would be a whopping 13. But he is going to detect good and evil.
Okay. Now, with the good and evil, would you get a sense if the evil was leaving? Like it was moving away from you?
I think that is up to your interpretation. Because
Okay.
it says you can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial fiend, undead, and you can detect good and evil.
Okay. So considering that he's not a fiend or undead, you can't determine exact location. You just get a sense of prevalent evil in the area within the radius of the spell, or until is out of sight would be considered out of sight. Yeah, the evil, you sense evil is there, and then suddenly it's not anymore.
Okay. Is the Cardinals room where this map is supposed to be?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to break in?
Sure.
Give me a sleight of hand check to. Is that what you used to pick locks with?
That's what we did before. Well, that's what you had me use to do the opposite of picking a lock. 22.
22? Easily. The cleric got a good head start, but yeah, you just reach in there, unlock it. Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
20.
20. All right. Sleeping Cardinal. Here's nothing. Look at disadvantage. Still here's nothing. All right. So you have the package in one hand, and there's a table at the foot of the bed, and there are stacks of papers and books and a scroll tube or two. There's like just piles of scrolls. Then there's this map.
Okay. Just because he's going to cast Sanctuary on the Cardinal.
Okay. Good plan.
Just, just because. And now I don't think anybody told Matthias what this map looked like. Did they?
Well, it's the only one in the room.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said there was like scroll tubes and stuff.
Yeah, but they're small. The map is big. It's
okay.
like big and rolled up.
Okay. Well, he will take that and put the package down.
Okay.
Does anything else look interesting?
No. Do you want to take a closer look at the package?
He does, but this is he was told this is the favor.
Okay. Yeah, so that's it. You can leave if you like.
Yeah. He will draw a butt on the footboard of the Cardinal's bed.
Okay.
Just like a little one. So like a stick person with a great big butt.
All right. So you make your way back to where Remy is playing dice with these two assassins. And what are you going to do?
Well, is he able to lock the door on his way back out?
Oh, sure.
Okay. And he's just trying to like he'll double check for evil again before he goes and stuff like the cardinal's evil. Oh no. No, I'm just kidding. And he'll actually go to Hugo first.
Oh, right. I forgot about Hugo. Right.
Is Hugo still there?
Yeah, Hugo actually has fought off the poison and left. You assume it's not. There's a pool of blood on the floor, but otherwise,
Are there little halfling footprints?
there's little halfling footprints.
Okay. All right. So then he'll go to Remy.
Okay. As you walk toward Remy, you see Hugo like in the shadows, like kind of sort of hiding, waves, gestures you over. What are we gonna do now? We can't just leave these guys here. I mean, what if they ruin whatever surprise our patron has left for the cardinal?
They're still like they'll tell you anything, right?
Well, I think charmed can be pretty easily overused. Like overused. This doesn't like give you like mastery over the other person. They're just friendly.
Gotcha.
It's not like you're dominating their will or anything.
Gotcha.
Like eventually they're gonna go like, well, I suppose we better get back to the work of killing the cardinal.
All right.
Tick tock, tick tock.
All right.
So can I talk to you in private for a second, Remy?
Sure, stay here, fellas.
So their boss is still here somewhere. I hit him real hard and he vanished.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure they work for Groses.
That's not good.
No. I don't know what to do about that though.
Well, we have to do something with these two. Eventually they're gonna like get wise.
I mean, they work for Groses. How do you feel about that?
Not great. Let's slash their throats while we're behind them. And they're not expecting it. It's what they would do to us.
Why don't you take one, Hugo, and I'll take the other?
All right. That sounds like a plan.
Remy, you just keep them occupied so they don't notice us. Does that sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Hugo's excited. Get rid of the baddies.
Matthias is going to use the dagger.
No. All right. What's your alignment, Matthias?
It's chaotic good.
Okay. We're going to have a talk about that later. They slip into chaotic neutral territory. Let's see. Okay. So go ahead and make stealth rolls. And I will make perception checks for. So make a stealth roll. I make one for Hugo.
He's got a 25.
Okay. And then I'll make perception checks. Okay. So far so good. The one of them is raking in money. He's very excited. He's got a pile of coins that they're squatted down. He's got a pile of coins between his feet. And go ahead and make your attack.
I don't actually have like an attack listed here for it. So it would be what, Dex?
Well, you would attack like you would with a dagger. So we'll say it's +3. So just it'll be the same as your longsword.
It's a 24.
Okay, that hits. Don't worry about damage.
Okay.
The guy like doesn't even make a sound. He makes like a sigh and then crumples to the ground.
I'm sorry.
And then Remy attacks with advantage and hits and does a lot of backstab damage. Sneak attack does an extra 3d6. So that's a total of 15 plus 11, 20, 26. So this guy goes, "Hey, ow." And then let's see, he yells out in surprise. Let's see if it wakes him up. Yeah, you hear like a door being opened down the hall where the 4 people were sleeping. Hello? Is someone out there?
No.
He doesn't actually say anything.
Nobody here but us chickens. All right. So let's take a quick initiative.
That was pretty good. That's a 19.
So Remy will go first. She like daggers just appear in her hands, stabby. 6 plus 6, 12 plus 3, 15. Okay. And now it's your turn.
Is this guy still alive?
Yes.
Jeez.
These are 8th level assassins.
Oh, he doesn't want to kill another person with a dagger.
You can
And he,
switch
like,
weapons
yeah.
as a simple action.
Can he still hit twice if he switches weapons?
Sure.
Okay.
Slash.
One of those probably actually misses. One's a 25, but the other is only a 15.
Those both hit.
Oh, okay. 26.
26. Okay. All right. This guy's going to try to break away and run. He'll disengage, and that'll be his move. And then he'll start to move away from you guys.
Okay.
So he holds up both his swords in a defensive posture and begins backing away from you.
Is he going towards the voices? Or
No, he's heading back toward the empty room you guys came through.
Okay.
At the first room. So then he turns and he runs. And then Hugo will throw daggers at him as he runs. He hits with both. And we will incapacitate him.
Yay. Good job, Hugo.
Yeah. Let's get out of here. Yeah, and you hear footsteps running down the hall behind you.
Yeah, gonna go.
All right. So you run into the first room you were in, close the door. Hugo flips the lock on it. Or no, Remy flips the lock on it. Hugo drops his ladder down. Let's go. And you all clamber down and run. And get away. So the next morning, is there anything else you want to do tonight? Or just go back to your room?
No, just go back to the room.
Okay. So the next morning you wake up and you head downstairs and you've just managed to miss everybody at breakfast because you slept in a little bit, being up all night with your adventure. And the mayor hands you a message because a courier brought this by today. And she hands you an envelope.
Okay, thank you. Wait, you're the mayor?
Yeah, well, she's still having, right? You're staying with them at the mayor's house,
Oh, right.
right? Because Sticks and Laurel know her from previous adventures. So she's like having coffee in her sitting room when you come down.
What's it say?
Okay, so the letter is be at the cardinal's speech at 11 a.m. and yell taters.
He'll try very hard to keep his composure.
Thank you for giving me this letter. Did you know there's going to be a speech today?
No, I did not. Oh, that's right. The cardinal of the Church of Frau is giving a speech on the virtues of peace and of how the brewing war to the north will affect us and trying to rally people. Like sometimes peace needs to come through war.
It sounds very important.
It's a very important speech, especially considering how much influence the church has in town, in our fair city.
Do you have any potatoes?
Oh, we have potatoes. Why do you ask?
I just kind of feel like having some.
She looks at you with one eyebrow arched. Oh, okay, sure. Potatoes. And she like gets up and she claps, and her manservant comes in. Bring this young fellow some potatoes. How many potatoes do you want?
2.
2. All right.
Just the potatoes, though. Not like cooked.
Just potatoes coming up. And after a minute or so, the mayor just sits and drinks her coffee and stares at you. And her servant comes back with a couple of potatoes.
Thank you.
Okay.
They remind me of rocks.
Okay. That's fair. They don't really make the click-clacky noise when you roll them together, though, do they?
You have to dry them out first.
What are you doing now?
He'll excuse himself and go get ready to go to this speech.
All right. You make your way through town. You get to outside the cathedral. There's a platform has been raised. The bishop walks out onto it, begins. My fellow choral portents, adherence to Rao and all the blessings of peace and harmony and wisdom that come with it. I come before you today as a humble servant of, and he just starts going on.
Is there a particular time that I'm supposed to yell this out, or
You're just supposed to yell taters according to the letter.
okay? But it says that I'm supposed to yell it during the cardinal speech, right?
Yes. Oh, the cardinal, not the bishop. The cardinal comes out.
Okay. So he'll wait just long enough when it starts sounding like it's getting boring, like, but he hasn't quite like started to talk about anything like really important, He's still kind of like going on about like wonderful people and all that stuff. And he'll throw his arms up with potatoes in his hands and say, Taters!
You yell, as soon as you yell taters, the cardinal's robes just vanish. And he's just standing there in socks and garters with his taters for everyone to see. And he stops, and the crowd just.
Oh my goodness.
Curse you, Ollidamarra! Ollidamarra, curse you! He like puts his hands over his private bits and then runs off the stage as quickly as possible. Just beat red.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
He will also run away.
You taking your taters with you?
Mhm.
Running down the streets with your taters.
He'll draw faces on them and leave them somewhere. They're like a happy little potato couple.
Oh, so nice.
But only after he's gotten far enough away that he thinks he's safe.
All right. So that's all that I had.
And I liked it.
Yay. We'll get you caught up with the rest of the group next week.
Okay. Sounds good. Not too keen on this guy that got left behind.
Yeah. He has some spells for escaping. More for sneaking up on people and murdering them, but they also work pretty well for escaping. Plus his whole illusionary self thing was news to me until like 10 minutes before we started playing.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, at some point Matthias is gonna sit down and talk to the dagger again and talk to Zilpha and try and figure out if what he did was a good thing. Because he doesn't feel like it was a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have to remember how the dagger works exactly. But there's a soul transfer that needs to take place.
Mm-hmm.
So Zilpha needs to come out of you into the dagger and then back into her body.
Yeah. The dagger had told Matthias that it needs 2 more souls.
Right.
So he's not so hip on that. He's feeling a little dirty.
Well, you should, young man. Assassinating people and cultivating. What is this worth coming to?
But he was a bad guy. He was the grossest guy.
Was not a good guy at all.
Probably kicks puppies or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Kicks puppies. Pushes old ladies down when they're trying to cross the street.
Mm-hmm.
Steals candy from babies.
Sticks gum underneath the edge of a table.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Doesn't use his turn signal.
Oh, he was a real jerk. I just assume. Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to do the where can we find you on the internet thing because it's just the two of us. Unless you want to tell people where people can find you on the internet.
I don't want anyone to find me ever.
I don't really exist. I'm just a figment of your imagination.
Just a voice in the ether.
And you have a new computer to go play with. So,
I do.
yay!
All right.
Yay, yay, yay. New computer. Yay, yay, yay.
Hope it works. I got it used. So
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a Mac though, right?
yeah.
So it should be okay, I would
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. Should be all right. Okie dokie. Well,
Yay.
yeah. So I guess we'll just say good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Thank you for running.
Thank you for playing.
Yay.
Yay.
Good night, everybody.
Woo.
Keep it rolling.